Good morning. It's great to have you with us here at Unity of Walnut Creek. It is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to all of you. And know as we are invited to experience this divine power of love at a greater level, that love is divine presence within you, loving for you, caring for you, guiding you to your very highest fulfillment. It's good to have you with us.
Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Our music today reminds us that no matter what stage of relationship we may be in, our mission remains the same, to fill your heart with love and radiate that out into the world. So please stand and join us in singing If I Had a Hammer. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4.
All over this land, I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd bring out danger, I'd bring out a warning, I'd bring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, well, I've got a hammer, and I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
Please remain standing and join us in singing Calling Forth the Light.
We are calling forth the light. We are calling forth the light of God. We are calling forth the light. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity. We are calling forth the peace. We are calling forth the peace of God. We are calling forth the peace. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for for eternity.
Joy.
We are calling forth the joy.
Calling forth.
We are calling forth the joy of God. We are calling forth the joy. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity. Whoa, 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 whoa. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity.
For Valentine's Day, let's call forth love.
We are calling forth the love. We are calling forth the love of God. We are calling forth the love. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity.
Woo-hoo! That was like a good old love hoedown. Happy Valentine's Day. You are all my Valentines. And our special Valentine's today is nothing other than Starlight. Shining brightly their radiant love upon all of us. And I'm just so excited. I love Valentine's Day. I do, yes. Because I get a chance to remind each of you how much you are loved. I know I say it all the time, but here's a reminder. You are loved. You are the beloved of God, in whom God is well pleased. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our service. And would you turn and join me in saying Happy Valentine's Day to our online friend. Happy Valentine's Day. We're delighted to have you with us this day. And if you're ever in the neighborhood, stop in and see us sometimes. It's a pleasure to have you with us. If you're new to Unity, it is also my pleasure to welcome you to this positive path for spiritual living, the journey to the heart that opens the way for our highest good each and every moment of each and every day. In Unity, as we journey on this path, we do it through the power of affirmative prayer. It is that prayer that affirms the goodness of God in absolutely everything. Regardless of how things are showing up in our life, we realize that God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Let us have now an experience of this affirmative prayer as we share together our opening statement. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. We take that in. Let it just move through our very being, knowing this for ourselves. And again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. We take it in even more deeply. We allow it to extend outward into our sanctuary, embracing all who are present, spilling over to our friends online. And once more, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life the all-loving goodness of God. And we take it, sending it out, embracing the world, touching every heart that beats. For this and so much more, I am so grateful. Say that with me. I am so grateful. And so it is. Amen. Please remain seated and join Starlight in singing Love, Love, Love.
Love, 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 flowing from my heart, filling me up and making me strong as nothing else can do. Love, 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 flowing from my heart, healing my mind, my body and soul as nothing else can do. Love, 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 flowing from my heart, sending it forth and blessing the world as nothing else can do. Sending it forth and blessing the world as nothing else can do.
Let us settle in and be prepared for this time of prayer and worship. And I invite our heart minister, CL, to read our community prayer today.
Today we offer love to the world. We open our hearts and pour out upon the earth our song of love that empties upon its soil, takes root, and blossoms as a healing balm for our beloved Mother Earth. We send love forth to encompass our families, our friends, communities, our nation, and the world as a healing balm that eases the suffering, the chaos, and the violence. We hold loving thoughts that produce compassion. We speak loving words that fall upon welcoming ears. We sing loving songs for all to dance in joy. We teach love to our children that inspires them to live in love. We let love be the power that paves a pathway for all to live in the kingdom of heaven right here and right now. This is our prayer, our song of love. We sing it today and every day. With God as our partner in love, we behold and affirm a world of love. And so it is. Amen.
I invite you now to settle into a comfortable space in your chairs. If you feel comfortable, you may close your eyes to shut out any visual distractions and allow the music to draw you more deeply into that place of the heart where we rest in the power of love. I am. Allow that universal name for God to resonate within our very being. I am. I am that I am. I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the channel for God's love upon the earth. I am that I am. That is my name. As a daughter or son of God, I am that. As I walk through the earth, I let that I am of me be that which shows up for all to see. I speak gentle words of I am. I think peaceful thoughts of I am. I feel powerful emotions of I am. I allow all to see that I am is who they are. And through that I am, all are accepted in this home of the heart, where with every breath I take within it and exhale from it, the I am surrounds the earth. I call forth that I am of me, and I bring to it in this moment all that I would have answered, all that I would have resolved. As I sit here now in the silence of my heart. beloved presence in whom we live and move and have our being. As we honor this day of love with all throughout the world, we allow that energy to inspire us to live in love at all times. We allow that love to go forth, finding the places where it is most needed. Seeking those who are calling for its presence. Knowing that it falls upon the earth, blesses this great planet of our home. We recognize that it goes forth into our communities, lifting up those who are seeking its power to transform their lives. We affirm that it travels throughout this globe, over the mountains, across the seas, in every city, town, hamlet, finding a welcoming place to present itself for healing. Knowing that divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world, I can rest joyfully. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once more, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. So it is. Amen.
You can sing along with us if you like on this one. Kind friends all gathered round, there's something I would say, that what brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside, where strangers are as family and loneliness can't hide. So give yourselves to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourselves to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain. I've learned to love the wind. I woke up before the sunshine to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find love, though I never did know how. But like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire. It's planted like a seed. Love can give you everything. Oh, it gives you what you need. Love comes when you are ready. Love comes when you're afraid. It'll be your greatest teacher, the best friend you have made. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.
Thank you. Good morning and happy Valentine's Day. My name is Jennifer Hooker, and it's my pleasure to highlight a few of the many upcoming events here at Unity of Walnut Creek. Treat your sweetie to a Valentine treat made by our Unity youth. They will be available on the patio after the service, and your donation supports our youth programs. Let's catch up on what's going on in our Unity community at our town hall meeting, which will be held next Sunday. This is a perfect time to have all your questions answered. And lunch will be served cooked by our fabulous men's group, and that will be right after the 11:30 service, and then we will have the town hall after lunch. And information about the Write Your Book in a Weekend Retreat webinar with Tom Bird is located in the book center and also in your bulletin today. And now I'd like to invite Leslie to the platform.
Well, you know, if I'm up here, you know it's crab feed time, and it is. It's 2 weeks from last night, 2 Sundays, and so come to the community meeting next week, get fed, and I'll be out there, you know, selling tickets. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. It's in the bulletin. If you've been, this is the 9th year that I've been doing it. So the community is rallied together. The crab feed volunteers are all pulling together again this year. So if you've been there, tell your friends. If you haven't, I'll be out on the patio. I'll give you the whole rundown. It's a great time. It's a fundraiser for Unity, but really is a time to come and have fun with family and friends. So 2 weeks from now. Oh my God, there we go. This is the still here. We got chicken, we got pasta, we got bread, we have salad, dessert auction. I was going to let them all read about it, but here we go. No, there's plenty for everybody.
If we're not feeling crabby, there's lots to do.
And lots to do and lots of chicken to eat too. Thanks, everybody. I'll be out on the patio.
Okay, thanks.
And to find out more about these and other wonderful activities here at Unity of Walnut Creek, please consult your bulletin and/or the website. And until you hear the gong, enjoy taking a short moment to greet the people immediately around you.
Thank you, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4. Stay standing for this one. I'm in you, you're in me. We're two branches on just one tree. Look around, all you see is part of you and part of me. 'Cause we're two branches on just one tree.
On just one tree.
I look in your heart and I see me.
I'm in you, you're in me. We're two branches on just one tree. Look around, all you see is part of you and part of me.
'Cause we're two branches on just one tree.
On just one tree.
I look in your heart and I see me.
I'm in you, you're in me. We're two branches on just one tree. Look around, all you see is part of you and part of me.
'Cause we're two branches on just one tree.
On just one tree.
Look in your heart and I see me. Last time.
I'm in you, you're in me. We're two branches on just one tree. Look around, all you see is part of you and part of me. We're two branches on just one tree. We're two branches on just one tree. A James Taylor classic that reminds us that friendship is one of the highest forms of love.
When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand and nothing, oh nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, and call my name out loud. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. Hey, ain't it good to know that you've got a friend to warm you when you feel cold, confide to and stand by you, to lift your soul if you let them. Why don't you let them? You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend, you got a friend, you've got a friend, ain't it good to know you've got a friend, you've got, ain't it good to know you've got a friend, you've got, oh yeah, yeah, you've got a friend.
Thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Yes, happy Valentine's Day. What a fun thing to have in our world. A day when we are directed to do what life is about absolutely every day. That's a pretty good setup, isn't it? Well, and of course it creates some of those sort of romantic expectations in some worlds, and I have a good friend who's a Unity minister and was explaining to me about his Valentine's Day. It turns out that his wife had a dream several days before Valentine's Day and shared the dream with him, and she was quite excited about the dream. She said, "Well, in the dream, I dreamed that for Valentine's Day, you gave me a beautiful necklace." And she says, "I wonder what that means." So Valentine's Day, that's a beautiful gift and wrapped it, and it gave it to her, and so she opened it, and it was a beautiful book on interpreting your dreams. So he called me to tell me maybe how to work with dreams differently. Yeah, it's all. Anyhow, one of the things that I would like to do today is I would like to invite you to receive a Valentine from your spirit, from your spiritual self, from your spiritual nature. Is that okay? Yeah, willing to do that? Okay. So now, when you came in, you should have gotten one of these little 4x6 cards. Anybody doesn't, just raise your hand and okay, back there, and some over here. Yeah. So some cards, good. And there we go. So and this is because as we do this, we're going to be working with our spiritual selves. And it's important also for you folks online, take a moment, just grab something to write on and something to write with, because I want you to be a part of this. Now, what happens is, in the experience of our spiritual selves, we've read stories in the Bible and the great scriptures about these fantastic spiritual experiences that people have. And so often we miss the real present and experience of our spiritual nature responding to us, caring for us. So I'd like to actually do that today. But it always begins with the experience of self-awareness. So just taking a moment to be aware right now, for that feeling of being very here now, the feeling of your body, how your body's feeling, okay, the kind of the activity of mind that's here at the moment, and the experience of what is taking place within my feeling world. How do I feel? Now, one of the reasons that it's so important to be aware of the feeling world is very often this is where we experience spirit most easily. As that spiritual nature moves through us and heightens that connection. Okay, we often experience in our spiritual world. So I would invite you to just be aware right now, how am I feeling? And write down that feeling, and invite you to just put a numerical designation to it. And I just generally use a scale that goes from -5 to +5. From feeling horrible to feeling great. Okay, -5 to plus. So just be aware and write down that number for right now. And now I'd like to invite you to remember a moment when you felt love for someone. Remember a moment when you felt love for someone. Remember what that felt like. Remember a moment when you felt love for someone. Now, just a moment of that love. It doesn't, whatever happened after that, doesn't matter. It's just that one moment, that feeling right there in that moment. Because that moment may have been in the past, but the feeling is right here and now. So remember that moment and that feeling of love. And enjoy it. Let it just fill your body, your mind, your feelings. Just sort of breathe that in and out through your body. Enjoy that beautiful feeling. Let it grow as you remember. Remember that feeling of feeling love for someone. Might have been a spouse, a child, a grandchild, a good friend, someone just special at a moment in your life. Feel that beautiful feeling. And now, just check your awareness again in that feeling world that we're in. How would you rate that now from that -5 to +5? And put that number down. That -5 to +5. Where would you put that feeling that you're experiencing right now? How would you rate that? There. Putting it down. Just to be aware. Now, let me ask, as you look at those numbers, how many saw that raise and go up? In terms of, okay, that's pretty much all of it. So what happens is that is your Valentine from your spiritual self. When we open, and it's through love, it's through this beautiful capacity in the heart that we open most directly to our spiritual self. And the more we open to that, the more that flows into our being, and it is that uplifts us. And we feel that upliftment. We feel a greater goodness. We feel a greater connectedness. Is that fair, what happens in your feeling world? Yeah, and that is literally our spiritual selves that we are experiencing. We're experiencing that spiritual energy uplifting us. We're feeling that greater sense of goodness. Remember when we started our service with that affirmation, the all-loving goodness of God, because that's the nature of God. And we are working here with something most beautifully and simply acknowledged. God is love. Out of the Bible, the simple acknowledgement that God is love. So that's, when we open to that, we get that experience of love lifting us. So, you got a Valentine today. Now, if you remember back when you were in grade school and you did Valentines, at least I lived long enough ago that we did that. Okay, the kids shared Valentines, and so you'd get super Valentines. Okay, so are you ready for a super Valentine? Okay, you folks, you got to join us in this. So, ready for a super Valentine? Okay, now turn your card over. And we're going to take and let this divine presence go to work for us a little bit. Really bring us some special love and care. So for this, I invite you to remember back sometime in the last week or so when you were uncomfortable. When there was a situation or something that you were uncomfortable with, maybe it was something you were worried about, had some anxiety about, or an interaction that within yourself it didn't feel okay. You ended up feeling uncomfortable. So I invite you to remember that situation. And as you remember it, remember what that felt like. Okay, it had an impact on your body. It also had an impact on your feeling world. So give a number to that feeling from that -5 to +5. What was that feeling like? And that -5 to +5. What was that feeling like? And write that down. And we're just using that beautiful spiritual power of awareness. Self-aware. Yes, that situation, that's what I felt. That's what it was like. Okay, now because we've been there, okay, we want to shift into that which makes it easier for us to connect into spirit. Okay, so I invite you to put your hand on your heart and just feel this place of connection with our spiritual self, because it's through the heart that we have that most direct opening connection to our spiritual self. Now, the spiritual self is always here. If it wasn't here, we wouldn't be here. So even when we aren't feeling connected, it is here in our body as life. It is in our mind as intelligence and light. But we have the capacity to connect deeper, to call it forth into our being through that beautiful connecting power of the heart. So just being aware of that part of ourselves, of the impact of as we take our breaths, feeling that kind of flow of energy we get a sense of in that area. Now with that focus, I invite you again to remember feeling love for that person in your life. All right, well, I can just see that image of those grandbabies over there for Jeannie. Yes, beautiful. There are wonderful people in our lives, people we love, people we care for, and we've had moments of exquisite experiences of that feeling of love. Feel that love. Let it just fill you. It's almost like you can deepen in that feeling by just breathing that feeling. Be aware of it filling your body. Be aware of it filling your whole feeling and emotional world. How beautiful it feels. That moment of love. And now I invite you with that, filled with that feeling of love, to ask your spirit. We know this is that beautiful presence of spirit. So asking your spirit about this situation, what would you have me do? What would you have me do? What would you have me do? And as that response comes clear through that spiritual wisdom, go ahead and write it down on your card. Write that response, the thoughts that it brings forward into your mind, that direction. Write it down on your card. What would you have me do? And enjoy receiving that guidance from our spiritual self. What would you have me do? Remaining in that beautiful feeling of love. Now I invite you to look at how you now feel about the situation. Okay, when we started, we put down a number, acknowledging how we felt about the situation. Now, how do you feel about that situation? Put a number to that. That -5, really feeling bad. That +5, feeling great. Putting that number down. Just to be aware. Now look at those two numbers. How many find that feeling went up? Fair enough. Okay. Now, how many? Raise your hand if it went up more than 2. Okay, so that's most. Okay, so what happens is we open to this presence of our spirit in a specific situation. Okay, we felt what we'd been feeling about that situation. Then we went to the love. We went to that, and we know the beautiful truth. God is love. So this divine presence, the spiritual nature that we have, by that feeling of love, we opened and let it move in and through. And we then we simply asked for that direction. And as a result, we feel differently about the situation. What happens is our spiritual nature, because it is love, it transforms us. And because that love is so great in any situation that we're in, that beautiful love and wisdom is there guiding us. So when we connect with that, when we take that step into the experience of love, and we ask for that direction, it's there and it takes us forward in responding to that situation differently, bringing that greater wisdom. But let me just check on something. Now, in that situation, how many of you had actually thought of that alternative that your spiritual self gave you? How many of you had already thought about that? Okay. How many had not? How many was it a new response to? So quite a number both ways. A little more that you thought about it. But what happens is we have lots of thoughts. But when we bring our spiritual self in, it brings light. Love brings light, and light is illumination. And we understand differently. And that takes us from knowledge to wisdom. Okay? Feel that beautiful presence. That's the super Valentine. It changes us. Okay, it takes us into that fuller experience. It literally transforms our perception. In other terms, it's spiritual vision. Jesus terms those who have eyes to see. It literally allows us to perceive differently what is unfolding in our world. What an experience. And it comes because we know one simple truth. God is love. God is love. Join me. God is love. God is love. God is love. Just as we do that, as we go through today, where we're invited to, it's okay to say to people, I love you today. So as we do that, we go to that love for the people around us, but also the situations around us. When we know that, we open and let that flow in and through us. And it lifts us. That's what that spiritual presence and power. And it not only gives us a different idea, it literally changes us. It's not that we now have an idea of what to do, but we have already stepped into that shift. Could you feel that? Okay, it's not that because I found often I had a thought on something I should do, and my response is, right. But when it's come through our heart, that's not what happens with us. It takes us, it moves it, it's power. Spiritual power flowing through us. God is love. Makes for one fantastic Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
I ask everyone to please take a connection card from the seat pockets in front of you. And we invite everyone to take a moment to fill out this card. And with the card, you can request prayer support for someone or something in your lives. And in addition, our heart ministers are available after the service for that wonderful experience of personal prayer support. And they are the ones wearing the lavender stoles. And at any time, you can submit a prayer request from our website. Our spiritual focus this week is God is love. And the ushers will receive your card with the offering towards the end of the music. It's time for our prosperity celebration. For credit card donations, there are envelopes on the clipboards and the seat pockets in front of you. And for those of you watching online, just click on the donate button on our Watch Live page. As Unity's co-founder, American mystic Charles Fillmore said, God is the source of a mighty stream of substance, and you are a tributary of that stream, a channel of expression. Blessing the substance increases its flow. I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and be aware that God is the source of all your good. Please repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that isn't saved. Nothing you can be, but you can learn how to be with time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can show that isn't shown. Nowhere you can be that isn't where you were meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All together now. All you need is love. Everybody. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 Love is all. We are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God.
All right, just a reminder, because we've had so many people interested in the writing the book. There's that webinar in your bulletin on Thursday is where you get the answers. I tell you that because I don't have any. Okay, so let's bless these beautiful beings together. Children, you are loved, special, and important. The light of God shines through you. Let's stand and take together our prayer of protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song. You are the love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun.